Okay, I think we're there. Somebody gets set up a flare or something to let me know that I'm sort of in the ball game here. And I see, I think it's reverse on, the sign is reversed on YouTube, I think. Well, anyway, give me a minute too to get because I'm going to go over a report that I just finished, so I want to have that as a little crib sheet, sort of my notes, that you can't take when you go to school to have notes, but now in real life you don't need anybody to have notes, right? Let's see, okay, let me see if we're around, let me see what the Facebook looks like. This is maybe the good part, the bad part of being a one-man band. Yeah. Well, that looks pretty good there. That looks so bad. Yeah, that looks nice. Now let's see the other one. I sort of, I have a friend staying at the house, and he does a lot of video stuff, and he said, oh yeah, because I have two cameras up here. He said, oh, it's like a press conference I'm doing. So I'm doing it, on two different cameras, so like a press conference. But it saves. I mean, the important thing is to get the information out. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I learn all this stuff that I think is very helpful to people. They need it, and I'll do your research for you if you don't want to do it yourself. But also, there's ways that other people can do it themselves. Or more importantly, what I want to do today is teach you how to help other people. See, then I wouldn't be needed so much. And then I'd go out and play golf. No, I wouldn't do that, but I'd find some other problem. We got lots of problems in the world, So there's a lot of things to work on, that are important for people that we should be doing, and that's what the most of us should be doing, is working on other people's problems, or whatever. Try and help other people. I mean, that's what the hell else we here for, And what's nice about capitalism, if what you're doing is worthwhile to somebody else, because if they're paying you, well then, hey, then this is really important for people. So that's why now I want to show you how you could help other people who have trouble paying dental bills. So not only for yourself. So I mean, a lot of people go, let's go, my teeth are fine. See, I got thousands of dollars of work in here. And so I don't need your help to find out about getting dental work done. But it's not you selfish son of a gun, it's the other people that need help. So that's why it's a tool to learn so you can help other people, family members, loved ones, your neighbors or whatever, the guy at the bar, who's complaining about that, and tell them, or even do the work yourself, do the research yourself, in helping people. Because this stuff is here with or without me. I'm not the one who created the sources. I'm just gathering the sources because they're hard to find in Google. I mean, that's why you put free dental or something like that, and you're just going to get people selling you stuff. We covered that in a lot of other programs here. So that's not the issue, but it's finding the real stuff. Okay, now I'm going to go through some things here. Let's see, let me get my report up here. Okay, the first thing, now this is really, it's almost like working backwards, because this is place where you have real dental problems that you can't get fixed. And this is actually clinical trials. I don't know if you know clinical trials. Well, doctors, dentists, and everybody, they get grant money from the government, from foundations, and people like that to study things. Like I had, actually I had a mission. Where the hell? I had a mission tooth a long time here. See? You can't see it. And I went to a dentist, and he wanted, I don't know, thousands of dollars to put in a crown or whatever there were. Or actually, it was one of those things where they blasted through into the bone. Or I don't know what the heck it is. I didn't have that kind of money. So I went to this place because it's part of National Institute of Health, and they have a big database there. If you put NIH clinical trials and dental, you'll probably find it, and there's a big database of who's studying what are they looking for patients. So you're a guinea pig. Well, what the hell? You're going to get treatment by the best doctors in the world for free. So I called them up And here's a story about my using them. I still have the hole here. Is what happened. He said they put me on the list. I was going to have it because they were looking for single dental implants. He said, "Yes, let's go. You're it." But actually what happened, I went on Larry King's show a couple of weeks or something after that, was bragging about what I got, and the poor doctor got 1,000 phone calls. My mouth that got me into the business, got me into the program, got me out of the program too for opening it too much, so that's it, but it's real, and there are people there, particularly if you have difficulties or whatever, and even if it's normal, they may be studying something, you need braces, and that can be a lot of very expensive. So it's worth a check, and all it takes is into the database. Good. And also, if there's a phone number, also call. Always call, because the database is, who the hell knows what's in that, how it's put in there, or whatever. You have to call. We're used to not calling because we use Google so much for databases, and you can't call those suckers, can you? Ever? No. So you just have to guess what the hell they're, and they're pretty good at it, but the problem is, you never find the real good stuff because it's going to be way on page 50, because all the people who have something to sell you are going to get figured out how to get there. Okay, now what you want to do is see if it's covered under Medicare and Medicaid. Okay, now that's usually at your local level. Okay, so you could go into local level, that means your state. Just put in your state, apply Medicare. Your state, apply Medicaid, okay? And you could figure out what kind of dental coverage is there. Also now, what is available too is dental care for kids under 19 years old. This is a program, now it's income dependent, so if you're a fat cat, you're not going to be able to probably do this unless you lie. A lot of people do that, unfortunately. And so it's really, if you go to insurekidsnow.gov, insure kids now, and see that's not that's not part of like Obamacare where they're letting kids stay on past 19 on the parents' program or whatever. No, this is a program just for kids that the government subsidizes, or actually pays for the whole thing. They're free, so at certain incomes they're free. So you want to know insurekidsnow.gov. Did I say .gov? I mean .com before. No, 99% of the stuff I'm going to tell you about is always going to be .gov. G-O-V or .org. So you got insurekidsnow.gov. Okay, so we got the clinical trials, we got Medicare, we got Medicaid, we got Insure Kids Now for kids, okay? Now, the place you want to start locally, one of the best places to go for any kind of health problem is first your county government. Your county government is responsible for your health. They are. And what kind of program, the problem is every county is different. They're going to have basic programs that every county has, and then they're going to have their own, depending on where you live. And now that I'm doing research all over the country for clients who want to know about, what kind of programs that help them extra living expenses in some city, state, or whatever, that's what I do, is collect them for that area, because they're different everywhere. Now you see some parts of the country, man, there's nothing except the basic 3. And other ones, you see there's 50 different programs they're doing. So that's why we're really a country of, 50 different countries. And then within those states, every city has different programs, so you don't know. And that's right. The one person locally who keeps track of all the health stuff and will know more is your local county health department. Give them a call. Go on the internet and find out where they are, and then give them a call and say, hey, I'm looking for free or low-cost dental care. They could have, a lot of counties have their own programs like that for free and low-cost dental care locally. And if they don't, they'll know you what clinics do have, because there's a lot of nonprofit clinics that get a grant money to do this kind of stuff for free, but they're not going to be in Google because they don't have grant money to advertise. They're giving away free dental care. Okay, so that's a good place to start, no matter what, is your county health department. So in other words, you just put in Google, I live in Montgomery County, Department of Health, and I always put gov after it, so to make sure the stuff with .gov comes up and you don't get something else. I was looking at the county. Sorry, look at that sneeze, and I just lost my glasses. Well, where the hell do they go? Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Oh my God. 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 Okay. See what a big nose does? You have a big nose and the glasses, it creates a lot of wind and the glasses just fly off you. Okay, like here for this place in Texas I did, I mean they have a whole bunch of programs, have sliding scale dental clinics, okay? That's a key word. Because in other words, a lot of these health clinics and dental clinics or whatever, depending on your income, it may be free if you have certain income and others that, so you have a little bit of income, so they charge you a little bit of money, So it depends on what. So sliding scale. So if you're looking for a key word to find anything, that's one. Free or sliding scale. So here there's a half a dozen clinics that they have, with the county that's free and sliding scale. Now here's another one of the best websites I've seen for health care. And that's Needymeds.org. Remember, see that? .org. They're the people, they're the nonprofit people. They're not there to, just get your name or rip you off or sell you a whole bunch of stuff. That's why these websites, when you go in there, that's what you get. Somebody who's just trying to get named to sell to some, somebody doing plastic dental surgery or whatever the heck it is, and will pay you, $1,000 per name because they'll get you to take a loan out to pay your dental work, and you don't have to do that, okay? So that's it. So Needymeds.org, and you go in there and you put in, they have a listing for dental. There's a bar on top of all the different things, and one is for discounts and savings for consumers. And you go there, and they have clinics, healthcare clinics, and they have dental clinics. So go in the dental clinics. And this is a small town out in Texas I was doing, and I found 23 clinics there that are free and low cost, okay, and sliding scale, and they're in Texas, okay? And that's it. And then actually, there was a town nearby that the government there keeps, I'm sorry, they have a local dental society. So that's why in your county, or if you live in a big city, see if there's this is Houston. So I just put in Houston Dental Society. And now the Houston Dental Society, they keep a list. See, a lot of these nonprofits, like the dental societies, they're making a big ton of dough, the dentists themselves, but they're trying to help people. So a lot of them will keep track of, dental clinics that cater to people who don't have money. So they have free or sliding scales because they're getting their money from grants and other places to pay for their services. And they don't, the people work there don't have yachts or private jets and things like that. So they're interested in doing the work, and that's the important. But see, again, because their main interest is just solving problems for people, see, like you can do now. When you learn all these sources, you could go and help your friends solve problems. Because what could be better than that? Solving a problem for somebody else. I mean, sure, you may not get paid, but man, that feels great, to feel really needed like that. Somebody just throws you money, then you really don't know if you're, how valuable is that to somebody. But boy, helping them with a problem that they couldn't solve. So that's why take notes. I'm going to have all the links there later to do that. Okay, now the other thing you want to do is find the dental schools, the colleges that teach dentistry in your society, in your state. It's usually run by state. There's not many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in a state. So even if you had to drive an hour to someplace, what the heck? If you're going to charge it, only $500 versus $5,000, that's worth an hour drive or two. So how do you find that? Now, they're clinics, so what you have to first do is find the dental schools. So you want to Google, list dental schools. and there's a list, there's an association of dental schools. I don't know if I have that here, but in Texas, I got 3 of them. ADA.org, AD, American Dental Society.org. And that they have a list there. At least it says here, maybe I screwed up. I've screwed up before, man. The older I get, the more I screw up. And I don't remember a lot of stuff. I do a lot of work. I was saving something for a woman I was consulting with the other day, and I was waiting for her newsletter, her email address to send it on to her, and she didn't send it. And 2 days before, and she said, "Where's the thing?" I forgot all about the woman. I forgot I even did the work already and put it aside for her. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. What was I supposed to do again?" And she told me, and I said, "Oh, I have to go do that thing." I even forgot I did the bloody thing. So right before I started research, oh, geez, I did do it. It's already done. I do a million things all day, and I don't know what they are. So, okay, so the dental society, and there's like 3 or 4 right in Texas there that you can make an appointment. They have clinics. And I went to them down in Georgetown when I lived here in Washington, D.C., and I had a whole bunch of work done. And what you have is a professor and a student. So this is why, they're able to charge a lot less than other people. So the professor has a practice but they don't do much of the work. They're just guiding the student to make sure you get a senior, dental person or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So they're depending how. Now, here's the other place. The State Dental Association. Every state has a dental association. And there's a couple things to look for. Most of them have something like a dental day or smile day. It's a feel-good day for everybody. For one day a year they go out and give free dental work. And they'll get some big auditorium somewhere or something like that. Everybody can come and do that. And how much is that? How many people they're really going to? I mean, they do hundreds, but it's one day a year. It makes them feel good. And some people it gets, but it doesn't sound like a whole lot to me. I don't know why. I mean, these people are way up on the income scale. So but thank God they're doing something. Okay. Then also most of them have something just for children. They seem to want to fix children's teeth more than grown-ups. And some have more than that. But also, they also have, it's also a place to find a listing of what they call, last resort or safety net dental. That's it, safety net dental. So these are organizations, nonprofit, that provide safety net dental service. That's what I mean. How would you know to put in, I'm looking for free dental service? No, you have to look for safety net dental services. And that's the problem with Google. It's learning more. See the question marks. You have to know the questions to ask. You're asking the right question, the wrong question, you're going to get the wrong stuff. And we don't know the questions yet. That's why doing this research, doing hundreds of these things for people, I see there's a pattern. And that's what I'm trying to show you is now the pattern, how you could do this too, or whatever, or more importantly, help other people. Man, what could be better? So you become the guy in the neighborhood who says, "Hey, you want free dental care? Let me know." Or you just put together something like I do and give them out to people. At the next party you have, everybody gets drunk and they get a free sheet of paper of all the free dental places in your city. Now, wouldn't that be a great gift than having whatever you give away for gifts anymore. That's really useful stuff. That's what I mean. Information is power. Man, and that's like oil under the ground. It's worth more. That could be worth $1,000 to somebody, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. And that's just giving them a link. Wow, that's true. Okay, now here's another neat thing. DentalLifeline.org. Okay, DentalLifeline.org. Okay, this is a place where dentists volunteer. And it's by every state. You go to DentalLifeline.org, put in your state, and you'll see who to contact to find a volunteer dentist in your area. This is somebody, on their free time, I'll do work for free. I want to take a busman's holiday. Actually, I remember reading when I was younger that dentists used to have the highest suicide rate. Right? I don't know, because it was so boring after a while. You look at a mouth all your life or whatever. So maybe they feel really needed if they do it for free. And so you just go to Dental Life, L-I-F-E, line, Line.org. Okay, remember, it's always .org or pay. Now, I've talked about these other places for paying for co-pays and stuff like that. There's some nonprofit organizations that do real good work in this stuff, and they're called patientadvocate.org. patientadvocate.org. They look real good. I haven't really talked to them personally, but just looking at, they're not selling you anything or whatever. These are just nonprofit.org, remember, that help people. One is a co-pay relief. So they raise money and help people who have co-pays they can't pay. So that's for dentists or healthcare or whatever. Also, they raise money and help people if you're in debt because of illness or any kind of health problem that caused you debt. And actually, before Obamacare, that was one of the reasons Obamacare was set up, because being in healthcare debt was the main reason for bankruptcy, was because of healthcare debt. Isn't that amazing? The main reason was for healthcare debt. So this is a nonprofit organization that helps people if they have healthcare debt and to get out of it. Patientadvocate.org. Okay, and then if you want to fight your health insurance, man, I thought I was covered, and you call up the health insurance and I just had this done, blah, blah, blah. And then some clerk on the other side, well, didn't you read paragraph B, section D? You're not covered. What do you think we are, an insurance company? We're a premium company. Just keep sending us premiums. Don't worry about it. So what do? Do you hire a lawyer and fight these people? No, you go to groups like this, because your lawyer's going to cost you a whole bunch of money, and their lawyers are better at it than anybody. So these people do it for a living. They do it for free. They're getting grant money to do it for free. Man, this is the place to go, because they want the fight. They want to change it, okay? Okay, now actually I found a great list of alternative sources of patient care money. See, there's a lot of nonprofit organizations, like the Cancer Society, and all these kind of health-related nonprofit organizations that have money, grant money, to give out to patients who need money when they're suffering from some kind of thing. And I found a nice list of these. It's MichiganCancer.org. It's really from the state of Michigan, but everything in this report is national. They're national organizations in scope, so you could use them anywhere. You're in Cleveland or San Diego, So that's MichiganCancer.org, and then I don't know if you could put resources. That's where you want to look. You're looking for patient resources at MichiganCancer.org, and they have a great list there. There's about 20 or 30 organizations that give out grants for that. Now here's another interesting nonprofit organization. It's sort of like a crowdfunding thing, but it's their own people that want to help other people. So it's not so much for the general public. Sure, the general public gives, but actually it's for people who really just trying to maybe do their tidings or whatever you call it, they're giving in life. And it's called modestneeds.org. And that's a place you could go. You could be qualified to go on there. You need an extra $1,000 to fix your dental problem or whatever it is. And you raise it from people, not your friends actually. They're just people who go here to help people who have those needs. So that's sort of cool. That's nice, and to do that. And now remember, what I have in these reports that I send out too is how to use crowdfunding for that. I run into so many people, they need $500 for whatever. And they go online with a crowdfunding site. There's a half a dozen that are really just set up for these kinds of things. And even Indiegogo has a special site, I think it's called Generosity or something like that, for that. And see, it costs nothing to do a crowdfunding site. It costs absolutely nothing. Sure, you may or may not get the money, but who cares? You tried. That's the important thing. And you're going to learn something for trying, because just by doing a crowdfunding site, you're going to learn to do a crowdfunding site. Now you want to start a business. Hey, I know that's not that bad to start a crowdfunding site. I can do it. And I show you how you could use things like get all the help you need for like $15 to do it. Get a little video, you go to Fiverr, you get $15 to do that. You need somebody to write it up, you get that. And so for $15, you use them, and you put it on there, and you see what happens. I mean, the bottom line is you have to promote it, but you may not have a big list yet or what, but then you learn. You learn why you did. And then I think the way to do anything is just by doing it, not studying anything. Because you don't know what the hell to study, and the experts don't know either. Sure, you can maybe get some help or whatever, and they may be guessing a little bit, but what works for somebody else may or may not work for you. And the way to do it, instead of preparing for 6 months on how to do something, because it sounds complicated, yes, it can be complicated if you make it. But if you don't make it complicated, then just screw it. It's like, okay, how are you going to learn to swim? Are you going to learn to swim by sitting in a classroom for 6 months learning? Well, now don't forget, if you're sinking, you go like this. Shit, just jump in the water, see what happens. And just don't go over your head. So that's right. And anything you do on the internet, you're not going over your head because you're not investing in it. It'd be different if you had to put up $10,000 to do something. No, you're putting up $15. So what the hell? Do it. You'll get something out of it. You'll certainly at least get your $15 worth of knowledge. But see what happened? You get $1,000 worth of knowledge. And then the next time, you're going to be that much better. And not only that, you don't have to pay some expert who believes they know all the secrets, which they don't. They can't. And then we're all guessing what we should do, That's why I don't know if these things will work for you. I don't, but this is what I know. And it'll save you research time to do that, and you'll find something by doing these things that I give you. They may not work, but that will lead you to something. We're going live. Okay, we're back live. I forgot to shut off my phone. That's where I'm using the camera. So that's most of everything. I'm sure I'm not. I got 15 other pages, but you got most of the stuff here. And now you can do it yourself and help other people. That's the way about it. If you want me to do the research for you, or actually research for housing, if you want to buy a house, fix up a house, or become a real estate investor, I do great reports that show you about 100 programs where you live. See, all this stuff I'm showing you now on getting dental work done is local. See, housing's the same way. So that's how I'll do a report that shows you 100 places locally for you to buy a house, fix up a house, or become a real estate investor. Or if you want to start a business, man, I'll show you 200-300 places, in your area where you live, money to start a business, grow a business, all this kind of. And it's not only the government. See, also it's the internet, like crowdfunding, all these other things, the shared economy, peer-to-peer, all these other things. So you'll get a report of 300 places, for money and help to start a business. Or also I have like 299 sources keeping the cash coming in. So these are all government programs where you live to help pay bills and expenses. Like this is just for dental. So if you get 300 of these kinds of things that I showed you for dental, that's a dozen or so, that I show you. But you're going to get 300 for everything else, whether it's getting out of debt or travel money even. It's amazing what the heck's out there. But they don't advertise, so it's hard to do. And I've been doing this for so long, so I create these custom reports that show you exactly where you live. That's why they take me a long time, and I'm behind on them. So if you order, it really takes me a week or two to do the work. And so they're the three main areas that I'm. Do just great reports, but I'm biased. So don't trust me sometimes. Anybody selling you something, you can't trust them. They're obviously biased. But I stand by anything. That's the thing. I call them a fair trade. Everything I do is fair trade. If you think the money I'm asking for you, I give you a report, you don't think it's fair, I'll give you the money back. It's just, that keeps me from overselling. That's what I found, doing national TV things. Everybody said, oh, the government will say that. Yes, the government will say anything. They don't care. What the government cares about if you don't give people their money back. They won't even know. It doesn't matter what's legal or not. They only investigate if people are complaining. So if you're saying something and taking people's money, and then they don't think you were true in what you're saying, and you don't give them the money back, then the government comes after you. I even helped the Federal Trade Commission come after people, things like that. And it's because people don't give money back. So that's why any problem you have, anything I do, I'll give you money back. That's what I call my fair trade guarantee. And also, if you want to talk to me, if you just want to pick my brain, I'm very successful. I just started this last couple of days, letsgo.com/talk. And for 20 minutes, or 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, I could give you off the top of my head where I think the best place is to start to get money on whatever your project is or problem is. and I'll send you the sources we talked about so you can get going right away, and then you don't have to go through a big report, because the reports really are something you could use for the rest of your life. This is like your personal dictionary or encyclopedia of free money on that subject, and very little changes year after year. I've been doing this 30, 40 years or whatever, something like that, and very little changes. So these reports are really become your personal reference guide, to all the money. Well, thanks for putting up with this, and I hope you go out and help somebody with that stuff. Now you're super info man, right? So go out and save some lives with all that free information you got, and know how to help people with their dental bills, okay? Yeah, I can't do it all. I'm getting too old, okay? Actually, I figure I have about 20 more years of doing this. So I'll keep seeing you soon. Take care.